Let me see if it's receiving it. Yeah, it is. All right, we're live.
All right, good. I'm gonna tweet it out.
All right.
Excuse me.
Oh, no worries.
It's good to be here.
Yeah, thank you for coming, like I said.
Yep. It's good coffee.
What coffee?
I made coffee. This coffee right here. I don't know what you mean. What coffee?
Like what brand?
I don't know. It comes in like a red tube.
Oh, okay. I have no idea what brand that is then.
Red
Um,
tube.
r-
So
Red Tube brand. Red Tube.
yep, that'll be. You brought it back around.
Yeah, yeah.
Motivated you a bit.
Yeah, I did. I did.
Congratulations.
Well, I guess we can get started. So, Quentin,
Vibe.
first question is, when did you start YouTube?
That's a hard question. When I was a kid, I always wanted to do YouTube. I used to watch this channel called Spoof Crew.
Never heard of him.
Skits. Of course you haven't. He had about 2,000 subscribers. But back in the day, that was.
Oh, okay.
We'd always, me and my family would always plan on doing little spoofs of video games and that sort of thing.
Okay.
And I had another channel where I would just occasionally upload like a skit or something, and that would get 10 views. But,
Hold on. Sorry to cut you off, but people are saying they can barely hear you. Let me turn you up. Is that better? Is that better, everyone?
Testing. Hello, I can hear myself, so
On the stream? You can hear yourself on the stream?
let me play it. Let me see.
Or is it... It could be my headphones, because my headphones are a bit... bitchy sometimes.
Okay, I got an ad.
Ah.
Let me give you a second.
People say it's a little better. Okay.
Okay. Okay, I'm listening. I'm still pretty quiet.
Really? Let me turn you up on Discord then.
I can try and turn. No, that's not how that works. Never mind.
Okay, let me turn you down a bit for myself because you're very ear rapey for me. Is that better, everyone?
Is that better, everyone? I'm really echoey. This is weird.
You know why? It could be because my headphones, the way they are, they like you know the Sennheiser headphones. Okay, people say that's better. Let me just turn down my mic volume then. Okay, that should be much better. All right. So back to what you were saying.
1 second. Let me talk for a second,
Okay.
and then I want to hear what I sound like on the stream.
Okay.
You turn yourself down a little bit more, and then I think it should be fine.
All right. I'm at 30% volume right now. Is that fine?
Okay, give me a second. Let me listen to this. Sorry, this is boring, guys.
Yeah.
All right, I would turn yours down a little bit more, and then we can, or turn me up a little bit. I don't know, whichever one's more convenient. And then let's just get back into it.
Okay, now I'm at 20%.
All right, and let me listen to that. All right, I think that's perfect. Okay, now let's keep going.
Wonderful.
All right.
Sorry about
What was
that.
I saying? All right, so I suppose what you're trying to ask, because I done little like stupid uploads on another channel somewhere, but I don't think that counts as like starting your YouTube career.
Okay.
Well, I've been doing Quinton Reviews since, like, this whole series. I've been doing this technically since 2013, but I quit for like a year and a half.
Okay.
And a lot of most of my 2013 videos I have privated because they're very embarrassing.
Okay.
But I got into it in 2016, January 2016, because I was very bored. Because I just graduated high school. And I was very involved in my school, and I had nothing to do, so I did this instead. And I think it's made me a man.
So doing YouTube makes you a man?
I didn't say that. I said it made me a man.
Oh, okay.
YouTube makes some people children.
Okay.
Be very wary.
That's a fair point, yeah.
Yeah.
So you basically said you started YouTube because you were bored and you just graduated from high school and you decided to do this?
6 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get started on YouTube? Like, what kind of content did you make and stuff like that?
In 2015. What do you mean?
Like when you like proper started like YouTube, I guess.
So like the latest run. It was the first video was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and the Island of Misfit Toys. And the original pitch for the series was that it would be a review series where I just got annoyed about stupid things. And then I claimed that made the movie bad. I know that's an odd way to describe it, but it's how I have to look at it now because I disagree with how I was doing things. I think it took me 2 reviews before I figured out that I wouldn't be able to keep my sanity that way. What I mean is that like the first review it's me reviewing a bad Rudolph CGI sequel. And me saying like, I don't like this because here's like, I'm going to compare it to the first one. Which is like it's mildly entertaining, but it's hard to keep doing that creatively. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And by the time I'd done Frost over that, and I know that that's still a staple of what people like from me, but what I'm saying is that like I started to appreciate the duality. How do I put this? I started to appreciate the many ways that you could look at a film shortly after that. But yeah, the original thing was just that I was going to review movies, and I was going to do little skits and stuff, and that's how it started. To answer your actual question.
So kind of like I hate everything, I guess.
Yeah, like I hate everything.
Okay.
Well, not quite. He started off doing sketch videos about things he didn't like, and he moved into film reviews. I hate everything was my main influence, and I don't want this to be taken the wrong way, but I watched The Little Panda Fighter, his review of that, and I thought to myself, this is really funny, and anyone could do it. And that's what inspired me to get back into the film review game, because it was kind of dead before, in my mind by that point.
Okay. Yeah, I know another YouTuber that used to do it before, he fucked off from the internet was Zaptai, if you remember him.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know he did film reviews, but I heard about him, of course.
He did do film reviews on The Purge, if you know that movie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a great movie. That there's just like it's just funny to make fun of the premise.
Yeah, I've never seen the movie myself, actually.
I've seen a lot of it, and I made fun of it, which I know is kind of silly, but I've seen a bunch of it, and I just thought it was really funny. I've always been amused by the premise of like someone like Congress passing that law.
Which law?
The law that for a day it's illegal to do anything. It's legal to do anything.
Oh yeah. I mean yeah, that'd be I wouldn't like that law to be passed because a lot of bad things would probably happen that day. A lot of people would die.
Think about it this way though. You could stock up on like groceries for like 3 months.
Oh no, hell yeah.
It's go into a grocery store and just break the glass and just steal hundreds of like smoothie supplies. Just freeze it all.
But I mean, it could be like before a hurricane, like you go to the grocery store and there's nothing to steal anymore. Like,
No, yeah. It'd be like Black Friday. Like people would be outside like fucking Kmart, like tented out with their fucking watches out.
Oh no, yeah.
Like a crowbar as well, just in case someone's there to kill everyone else.
Yeah.
You gotta be prepared.
Yeah, like to trample other people. Yeah.
That's the future of the Purge franchise, by the way. Someone needs to do like a comedy Purge movie where it's just like a bunch of like college students who try and use the purge to like just like survive financially through the month, because that's what would actually happen. It'd be a really fun movie. It'd be like Shaun of the Dead, that kind of like comedy yet also like real horror movie sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah. Zaptai could have done that. Yeah. Uh,
What?
um, I said,
I'll trust you.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so is YouTube your full-time job, Quentin?
Yes, in that I do not have any other jobs. And the
Okay.
reason is part of the reason is that I live in a very small town where the most I could be making is like $400 a month,
Oh God, that seems
with no
so shit.
with no skills.
Oh, okay.
It's either making it's either like no skill job, you make $500 a month at most if you bust your ass, or it's like you work like 12 hours making glass and you still don't make that much money. Like those are your options. I know a lot of people who I'm common friends with online who probably could live off of my YouTube wage.
I see.
It's good enough for me to survive.
I see. Yeah, because I know you don't upload very frequently, so I don't know how
Well,
about.
that's not on purpose. It's not like a character trait. It's just happened.
Right. Um.
Um,
No. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I could see myself like moving to LA and getting like a second job in the entertainment industry or something, you know.
Yeah.
I could see myself doing that, um, to get by and for like creative support.
You could be a movie critic in LA.
I think I just want to make movies in LA.
Oh.
That's my dream.
Oh. Okay. That's a pretty reasonable place to go for that.
Yeah. Or I could go be in musicals in New York.
That too.
That wouldn't work.
Um. So you said you did have a few channels or a channel before Quinton Reviews, right?
Yeah, just a couple on the side, yeah.
Have you been affected by the adpocalypse at all?
It's hard to say. There's been a couple times where people have been like, "Wow, man, the adpocalypse was destroying our ads," and around the same time, I've dipped in the algorithm, and I've been like, "Yeah, man, that explains why I'm doing so bad." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, wait, never mind. No, I was just doing this whole thing wrong."
Yeah.
And apparently, there's another adpocalypse, but I think that's just a headline thing because I've been doing really well these like past 4 days. Because apparently, this is an adpocalypse, but I've been doing really good.
Well, yeah, there's been advertisers pulling out because of these weird kid channels and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I know what it is, and like pedophile rings on YouTube,
Yeah.
which oh, God bless you, YouTube. I mean, you spend so much time just trying to screw over commentary channels that use the F word. Oh, but those pedophile channels, that's a whole other thing. I mean,
Yeah,
it's going
but
to take time to get to those. Change the algorithm to hide the AdSense thing in like 24 hours. They fixed the thing Nerd City reported on. And advertisers are boycotting is still an issue. Like they must really have their priorities straight.
yeah, I saw Nerd City's video. It's pretty good. And yeah,
Yeah,
then they removed the codes or something along those lines, if I remember
change the
correctly.
code so it's harder to find. And it's annoying as hell because that shouldn't matter. That story shouldn't matter. So YouTubers can figure out why their ads are getting taken away. They can figure out if sexuality was the reason their ads got taken away. And that was enough for them to change the code of the whole website immediately. But serious issues that are getting advertisers to abandon the website are apparently too difficult to approach in the same head-fast manner.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about the current state of YouTube, Quentin?
It's a hard question. I'm going to have to think about that one for a second.
Okay.
Oddly enough, right now I feel I'm pretty content with how my channel, like how my I've been told I'm very good at getting into recommended videos. So it's one of those things where it's like, I'd love to complain, but I don't have anything to complain about.
Right, yeah. I guess it's different for everyone, yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of the stuff I hear about is annoying. The way some creators get treated is annoying. my content isn't exactly the most edgy stuff. It's not really affected by it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not like
I
like
mean,
if I met a YouTube CEO, I don't know if I would complain about anything. I might just like try and be nice to him. So like you know,
yeah.
like I've gotten. I don't want to burn this bridge yet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, since you're not very edgy, I guess you're not censored as much by YouTube. But
Yeah.
if you're like hella edgy, you know, like making rape jokes and all that, yeah, you'd probably like get annihilated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. I don't know how. I doubt iDubbbz has a lot of monetization. I know he's been on trending a couple times. I'm sure those videos are monetized.
I don't remember if Ian's videos are monetized. I know
I'm
that
sure he has videos that are monetized.
yeah, no, I'm sure as well. But he's been on trending a few times, but then removed off of trending because YouTube doesn't want his content on trending.
Yeah, I know, but at least once he's been put on. He did like a Kickstarter video that was really non-offensive, and I know that got put on trending, and everyone was making a big deal about it. How the Rice Gum video wasn't on trending, but that was.
Yeah, yeah, the content cops like they'll go on trending for I don't know, maybe like an hour or so, and then they'll get taken down off of trending. Yeah.
YouTube doesn't want that to be the face of their content, and then they pretend that trending is some sort of automated thing they don't control, and it's obviously not.
Yeah, no, it's controlled. Like Matthew Santoro, you know him, right?
Yeah, top 10 guy.
Yeah, bald egghead guy. He's always on trending, always. And his videos pull. I actually don't know. I don't really watch his channel, but like a few 100K in like a few days, I think.
Yeah.
And then
YouTube just has favorites that they like to advertise, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, all you have to do is look at like YouTube Rewind, and it's like the majority of people who are in the latest YouTube Rewind are like starlets from like 2012.
Yeah.
That aren't like popular anymore, but they're the only like content creators that YouTube feels comfortable with.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen this year's YouTube Rewind. I saw last year's.
Well, they come out at the end of the year. What do you mean? 2016 is the one I was talking about.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
we would all know if there was a new YouTube Rewind.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's my bad. Whoops.
Yeah. You're good.
Yeah. Are you ever gonna make an upload schedule, Quinton?
What? Okay, here's the thing. I want to give people advice about being creative, and the thing is that like creativity is draining, and making the art is always going to be draining.
Mm-hmm.
And what you have to do is you have to go out of your way to make sure that you don't start hating doing that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And these people who say every Wednesday I'm gonna have a 50-minute review, every Thursday I'm gonna have something.
Mm-hmm.
They're the people that like disappear off YouTube for like every 2 months they post a video that's like, oh mate, I'm not dead, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess
my biggest gaps in my YouTube career come when it's like I have a Halloween video or something, and I know I have to get the Halloween video done.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really want to work on the Halloween video.
Yeah.
So I don't do anything. So if I were to try and say to myself every Wednesday there's going to be a video, then I would just be so stressed out that I would barely get any work done.
Right.
Right now I'm working on like 4 videos, and I work on whichever one I feel like working on that day.
Okay.
It's healthy, all right. And
yeah.
I guess small creators might not understand what it's like to have to like shovel through that as your lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my videos I don't remember. I don't remember making them because my lifestyle, just working my ass off and then like waking up one day and it's done.
Right.
So I don't. And if I push myself to deadlines, I don't know if I'd feel like getting work done. That's the quick answer, I guess. But there are videos coming. And I have dates this month where I have planned videos. So there are videos, all right?
Right, yeah. I guess you want quality over quantity. Makes sense.
I want to be happy. That's the answer.
Okay. So I checked your Patreon, right, Quentin, and there's a $30,000 reward on it. What do you have to say about this?
So I was making Patreon tiers, and I I made the naive mistake of not taking it seriously. So the original Patreon was disgusting. It was like, so all the Patreon tiers were like not equal dollars. So it'd be like $1.68 was the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And they all had stupid names like selling out, or I think that's still one of the names. But you know, and they were just all worded stupid.
Right.
And I thought, I kept thinking there needs to be like a really high one. So I put a $30,000 reward tier where I would come and do the person's chores. What is it, for a week or something?
Yeah, that's the $30,000
Yeah,
reward one.
which I'm gonna be honest, I will fulfill that reward if it comes up. I will do it because
Jesus.
I'll have enough money to do it.
But I think
Make a video about it. I don't know.
someone would have to be like psychotic to do that.
Or have a really dirty house.
Yeah, that too. Or be hella rich to be able to pay that.
Yeah, they'd have. I imagine. I hope it would be someone wealthy.
Yeah.
Because if it's someone who's like dirt poor and has a shitty house, like they're gonna be insane to give me $30,000.
Yeah. Yeah, the first one's called Help.
I gave someone $200 recently, and all my friends flipped the hell out.
Oh.
So giving someone $30,000 is fucking insane.
Yeah, it really is. Well, the first one's called Helping Out in the Kitchen. And then
Yeah, that's just a boring. Yeah, that's just like, hey, you know, pass the egg sort of thing. That's what, if you give me like whatever it is, $1, that's what you're doing. You're just helping me. You're just helping me get through the month.
Oh my god, this one has a beautiful name too. Use ad block. $20 a month is much more that I'll make off of a single user's worth of ad revenue. So use ad blocker on my channel if you'd like.
if you give me $20, I won't be mad if you use ad blocker, because you watching ads for a month will not give me $20. It'll give me way less, you know.
Yeah.
It takes 1,000 views for me to make $1 on YouTube.
Yeah.
So $1 is easily worth putting on ad block. That's a really common one. You probably think it's a joke, but I took that from someone else's. That's very
really?
common.
Oh.
Because it means nothing. It means nothing. That's why.
Oh, I've never seen that on someone else's Patreon, to be honest with you.
Really? Well, go to YouTube Patreons. That's why no one cares about YouTube Patreons. That's probably why.
Yeah, that's probably why, yeah. So I've got a few questions on your honest opinion on a few different people that you've made videos on.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah.
I have to admit that I've started to regret the drama videos. Some of them. I've been put into moods by certain people, and
Okay.
instead of just letting it pass,
Mhm.
I've been encouraged by others to make them into videos, and I regret it. And if you're listening to this, Chubbs, you won't be. But, you know, I regret antagonizing Chubbs and all that.
Right.
But yeah, go on.
Um,
Ask me the questions.
Alright, so first one is, what's your honest opinion on Tana Mojo?
Tana Mojo?
Yeah.
How do I put this? Like, I see some people get mad about, like, weird things that exist.
Mhm.
Like, someone will be like, the first American dub of Dragon Ball Z is the worst. And it's like, it's not even been released again, and it's like, no one's being forced to watch it, you shouldn't give a shit. And that's what Tana Mojo's content is like.
Mhm.
It's like, that's meant for someone, and that someone isn't you.
Yeah.
And it's free, and you're not being forced to watch it, and as long as she's not hurting anybody, you just shouldn't care.
Right.
She's just someone that, I don't know, she, like, you know, I think it's cute that she encourages young people to wanna, I don't know, ride around in a limo or whatever her life is like.
Mhm.
And I've watched a couple of her videos. I didn't find her personality appealing, so it didn't really click for me. But it was like, if someone else liked this in like a non-creepy way, you know, whatever, right? Like, that's cool. It's not offensive to me. It's like, this isn't for me. It's not offensive, and I don't really get why anyone would get mad about it. And that's it.
Right. I mean, her latest video was called, you know, it was supposedly her watching, you know, Adam 22 and Lena the Plug, right?
I don't know what those words mean.
Well, they're two different YouTubers. One is he hosts a podcast called No Jumper. Um,
Okay.
and then the other one is a YouTuber that's his girlfriend, and she's a porn star as well, I believe. And Tana Mojo watched them fuck, supposedly. Um,
Uh,
yeah,
uh,
it's not
weird.
good. It's not good. I'm praying that they didn't actually fuck in front of her and she wasn't watching. I'm praying that it's just fake. Um, but who
Hmm.
knows? Who knows? Maybe it wasn't.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Either way, Tanamoja's a cuck.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's your honest opinion on grade A under A?
What the fuck? That was bad. If I concentrate and I have like music blaring in my ears, I can do a perfect great impersonation.
Okay, go ahead and play some music.
What the fuck, man? This is shit, man. What the fuck?
It actually sounds like grade A.
Yeah. Grade A is. I just made a video about him, and some days I regret that video, and some days I watch that video, and I'm like, this is a damn good video.
It is. It's a good
All these
video.
points are right. Also, my most controversial video. One of those videos I hate, and one of those videos Caleb hates, and we hate different. Part one and part two, and we hate the opposite videos. And I
Mhm.
won't tell you which one we hate. Um, Great is such an example. Someone who became so absorbed with the YouTube thing, so absorbed with their personality that it started to seem like that they had no personality, that it was all real to them.
Mhm.
It annoys me. Great annoys. It annoys me so much the way that he seemed to think that actually some goddamn champion. Yeah, he talked like that, you know.
Mhm.
Come on,
Yeah.
fucking YouTube, man. I've changed the rules forever, man.
Yeah.
I've done some shit, man.
Yeah.
We made YouTube great again. You know all that shit.
Yeah.
And all it was that Nick did a video where he suggested some changes, and then Gray did a video, piggybacking off of that, where he just went on wild rants that had no coherent points, mostly about other YouTubers. And then YouTube came out and accepted one of the changes suggested in the Nostalgia Critics video. And she tweeted out the Nostalgia Critic, and they tweeted out thanks Nostalgia Critic, thanks I Hate Everything, thanks Grade A Under A. And Grade A Under A seemed to think that somehow he had helped in doing that,
Mhm.
which none of his suggestions went through. Okay, let me give you an example. One of his suggestions was that if someone makes like a copyright claim on like say my latest review, and they monetize it,
Yeah.
let's say they monetize it for a day before I notice. His suggestion was when I reclaim the minute video under fair use, that I should get all the money that company made, which is a crazy person thing to say. Because imagine if like you made a video and it got a copyright claim, and because of that, like YouTube took back the money it gave you.
Right. Yeah.
Like that would be like hashtag where's the fair use, because that would be an insane thing to suggest. And Greg was suggesting that that should be something that YouTube can do, is to take money back that they've given to people,
Yeah.
which is absolutely not legal. Like that was one of his biggest suggestions. And because he got tweeted out by the CEO of YouTube, he presumed that the new changes were because of his video, even though they all came from the Nostalgia Critics video. And so he would gloat in his later videos, like you won't fucking go up against me, man. The CEO of YouTube fucking tweeted me out, man. And it was like, just shut the fuck. Just, no. You know, I just really annoyed me how he would talk like that. How he would put himself on a pedestal like that.
Yeah.
Just by bringing up that one tweet. It's the most annoying thing I've ever seen a content creator do.
Yeah, I used to really like his content before he made the Keemstar videos.
Yeah. And it wasn't that he was wrong, it's that he's kind of hypocritical. I'm going to adjust my mic. It'll probably make a noise. Okay. So, like, what came across as hypocritical about that was that there was a stream that came out where he was talking about why he was friends with Keemstar despite the fact that he did all that shit.
Yeah.
And he said he brought up that he had almost made like a 6-figure deal off because of his friendship with Keemstar.
Yeah.
And then he came out about Keemstar only when it was like not profitable to be friends with Keemstar.
Mm-hmm.
It made him seem so like money grubbing that, you know, I've got to be friends with Keemstar, man. He makes me hard cash. And then like, fuck Keemstar, man.
Yeah.
You know, the moment that he's not making any money off of him. It made him seem like such a hypocrite. And again, it made him seem like, oh, the character isn't a character. That's just what he's like. All right, that's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought he said some slanderous things in that video as well. Like calling Keem a pedo. Yeah. Not good.
I mean, he did a video another day where he said, someone did a video where they called someone a pedo, and in the video they said, I'm just joking, the guy's not a pedo. And people still thought he was a pedo because it was the title. And yet his video was that he called Keemstar pedo, but he didn't mean it, but it was the title. So, yo, he's just trying to make people think that Keemstar is a pedo. That's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, it is.
To do.
Yeah, it really is.
Keemstar is greatest disappeared off the face of the earth, and
oh no, yeah.
He'll always have like 500,000 to 1 million people who watch his videos, but like he's lost his Reddit base.
Yeah.
What made his channel profitable? Like if he releases a video, it'll never be like top front page of our videos.
Yeah.
And like that's why he could have that career. So he's really burned some serious bridges in the minds of his fans.
Yeah, like he keeps putting out update videos and then he never makes videos again. Have you seen that?
Yeah. Yeah, and he'll be like, I'm Alive Part 1, like video next week. I'm Alive Part 2. No, I'm in it this time, and then like another 6 months.
Yeah, it's been like 2 or 3 months and no video. Like Jesus.
I hope he has his teaching job again.
Yeah, he's gotta make money somehow nowadays. I have no idea how though.
You'd be surprised by how the algorithm still makes you money when you're not uploading, because like sometimes I won't upload and then I'll still make $100 in a day.
Oh, that's pretty.
I don't know if that's too much information, but I'll make like $80 in a day just because like suddenly like a bunch of people will binge all my videos.
Yeah.
That's why Jack's Films was always like, you should watch all of Yesterday I Asked You in this playlist while you fall asleep. You know, in a tongue-in-cheek manner, because even watching the joke, you know that it's because he'll make a lot of money if people play the full playlist of his videos while they're falling asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much money Grade would make nowadays if he doesn't upload, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know either. Social Blade has a guess somewhere in between $10 and $10 million.
Yeah, I know. Social Blade's so inaccurate. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Honest opinions on Leafy is here?
Leafy is here. There's a dinosaur. Relic for a different time. Leafy is here is a classic case of someone who just wanted to make easy content that a lot of young people would buy into. Where he just found a video, he dubbed himself being a jackass over it. And then if anyone complained about it, he said, "It's just a joke. I don't actually mean it. I'm not a real person. I'm just an idea."
Satire.
Sort of yeah, it's satire. And I think obviously the real he got in trouble for when he made fun of that one YouTuber who turned out to
Tommy NC.
You know, yeah, he made fun of Tommy NC, and that was horrible. That was a really shitty thing to do.
Yeah, that whole controversy blew up. Yeah.
But that didn't kill him. What killed him was the moment that he made it clear that he could dish it out, but he couldn't take it. And that's the moment where iDubbbz made the video about him, where iDubbbz just made one of his videos. iDubbbz made a Leafy video about Leafy, and Leafy had a hissy fit about it.
Yeah.
Which made it clear to him that it was almost iDubbbz's way of proving that Leafy's claim that his videos should have no emotional impact is entirely fabricated and false by showing that Leafy would throw this little tantrum about him just saying that his chin is small.
Yeah.
And Leafy just did not recover from that. Was that the end? I feel like right after that he really dipped, and no one heard from him again.
Yeah, it was.
Was that the final?
It was a combination of the content cop and the video that Hey Watch Your Mouth made.
Oh yeah, there was that there was the guy with the long hair that was like, I made intros for Leafy and he offered to pay me $20 and did not credit me.
Yeah, him. Yeah.
And then Leafy made like the piss poor apology video where it was like 2 minutes of him saying, listen, I don't think I did anything wrong, but if I offended this guy, I'm sorry. And then after that, it was the rest of the video was just him like being nitpicky and oversensitive. He says, I never credit people. Here's a 3-minute collage of me crediting people.
Yeah, exactly.
Made him seem like such a little kid.
And then from there, he died.
Yeah, not literally. For anyone who's listening.
No, yeah.
Not actually died.
No, he's still alive and well. Not his YouTube channel.
Yeah, he probably still has a cushion left over. He might never, he might be a while before he has to work again. Before he has to get that fast food gig.
Yeah.
But he's not exactly hitting the numbers.
Yeah, he's not. But he's probably still making good money, to be honest. Or he has...
He's making at least my wage, I imagine.
Yeah, or he could have a lot of money stored in the bank.
Yeah, and stocks or whatever, his savings account.
Yeah. Last
right.
honest opinion question.
Oh boy.
iDubbbz TV.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to ask me about Chubbs. I feel so guilty about the Chubbs video.
No, I didn't put Chubbs in here.
Oh, thank God. I feel so bad about that. I would take it down, but it's still a good video.
Yeah, it was a good video.
iDubbbz TV, he's a modern genius. I would never tell him this to his face, because it's not the sort of thing you can say to another human being. But, really, his content is interesting, informative, and funny. Well, some of it. Some of his videos I don't get. But I like a lot of his content. The kind of things that inspire you to keep making content.
Yeah.
Because his stuff is just incredible. The videos I didn't like are the same videos no one else liked. Which are like the what was the series with the locker?
What's in the box?
I was thinking I had the wrong one because I was mixing it up with the fan mail series. What's in the box? I didn't think that.
Yeah, Bad Unboxing is the fan mail series.
Yeah, Bad Unboxing. I gotcha.
Yeah.
But what me and Caleb noticed was that iDubbbz has like the perfect... He has the ideal fan base, because even if he uploads the worst video ever, it gets like the same amount of views as all the others.
Yeah.
He still gets like 3 million views a video. And like that's the YouTube dream. To have people that love you enough that you can have that cushion to just do what you feel. So I'd love to meet him one day. Might happen. I don't have any contact with him, but might meet him one day.
Yeah, I'd love to meet him as well, or speak to him. He's left a comment on one of my videos before, but that's about it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Exciting. I don't know if he's ever... I don't think he's ever left anything on mine.
Now, who do you like the most on YouTube, Quinton?
I think funniest creator online is probably Commentikit.
Oh yeah, he's hella funny. Yeah.
I just actually, before you called me, I was editing audio of him because he's in a video I'm working on right now. He recorded me some lines.
Oh really? Nice.
Are really funny.
Oh.
I've asked a couple people to record me lines for this video, and all those people are like my favorite YouTube creators, which is it's funny that you asked me this while I'm editing this video with all these people. And those people are the 4 people that are going to be in that video. Not necessarily all my favorites. It's going to be Commentikit, Chris Reagan is going to do me some lines.
He's good
Nerd
too.
Lines, and Cecil Tainment is going to do a few lines. He has 200 subscribers, but he's really funny. So you won't know him.
Yeah, I haven't heard of the last 2. You said Nerd Slimes was the other one?
No, Nerd City. We've talked about him.
Oh, Nerd City. Sorry, I heard Slimes. I'm like, who the hell is that? No, I know Nerd City.
I don't know if everyone knows this, but me and Nerd are pretty close.
Oh, okay. I see.
which is it's really great for me to see him doing like really well.
Yeah, he makes really good
Because,
content.
yeah, we went to VidCon together. He sort of paid for my hotel.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that wasn't actually. That's I want to say that's not the reason we're friends, but I did not know him before he offered to do that.
Yeah, the,
We met there. We met in California for VidCon, and I said, and I was like, so we'd better be friends because we've never talked before this point.
oh, bless
Yeah,
you.
we're really
Bl-
good friends.
Bless you for paying for this hotel room, Nerd City.
Yeah, I love Nerd. Nerd is great, and he's not just a good content creator and a good person to ask to about scripts. I've talked to him about like personal stuff, anywhere else, and certainly not online. Just advice and stuff, trying to keep everything upright. Really good guy.
I see. Yeah, yeah, I just find it interesting how his channel name's Nerd City, but he dresses like a mad scientist or something like that.
Yeah. Uh, I think if he could rewrite history, he would choose a different name.
Yeah.
But Nerd City, I think, is a good. It's a good thing to put on like a notepad.
Yeah,
Once you've printed the notepads and the T-shirts, there's no going back.
yeah, it's not a bad name. I'm just saying it doesn't like I don't feel like it matches up, you know?
Yeah, I think Nerd City was supposed to be more of like a collection of stuff, like imagine like a world like where a bunch of characters live. That collection is called Nerd City. uh, and I think if I know for a fact that he would, if he could change it, he would like his channel name is Dr. Damn Vote, because he was talking to me the other day about how it's like it's better for like the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
Twitter will trust you more if like your Twitter name is like a real name. And he was talking about how like Tana Mojo, like Twitter trusts Tana Mojo because it's like her real name.
Right.
He was giving advice to Caleb on how to start a YouTube channel. That's why I know this. So I hope this isn't private information that he was talking about. But yeah.
To ask the opposite of the previous question that I asked, who do you hate the most on YouTube?
I sound like a hippie, but I try not to fill my heart with hate anymore. I try and.
Well,
yeah, seriously. If you go to my videos where I review movies that people hate, like the final paragraph is really nice usually. Who do I hate on YouTube?
or dislike. How about let's say that dislike.
This is taking longer than it should. Trying to think of YouTubers. I just avoid YouTubers I don't like. Like I'm looking at my subscriptions right now. Like that would help. Like I would be like, oh, this person I'm subscribed to, I don't like them.
I hate them, but I'm sub to them.
MatPat has done some annoying things.
Game theories.
From what I've seen. Yeah, his videos have really defensive, and he did this annoying thing where who was it? He responded to some videos of from people who didn't like him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was a little bit oversensitive in those.
I see. Yeah, I don't really watch his content.
That was annoying. It was like a live show. And he mentioned me, which he got so mad. He said, "There's been a." Where's my Matt Pat voice? Like, hey guys, there's been a lot of hate videos about me. People with thumbnails that say things like Matt Pat is not a real YouTuber. Like he said that specifically. Like, oh, that's my video. So, from the sound of the way they described what they were going to be watching, like my video was later in the playlist or whatever. But he got so mad at like the first 2 or 3 people that it was like a 2-hour stream.
Oh God.
I've been talking with Caleb about doing another parody of him because I thought of another really funny way to make fun of him. But yeah, Matt Pat is one of the people that like I look at him and I'm like, geez, man, so many flaws there, and it's nothing personal. It's just his I don't like his content, and he's reacted to some things badly.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay. What's your favorite
Yeah,
movie you've seen?
well, that's another hard one. People see me as a film critic, so they expect me to have high tastes and like a top 10 Shakespeare adaptations list, you know.
Yeah.
But I suppose my role as a movie critic comes more from the source that I want to be like I want to be like a filmmaker.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think like so when I look at a movie, I'm often more sympathetic than some people would be because I can imagine having to make this movie or that movie.
Right.
In the same way that like when I think like my favorite movies, I'm not like, oh, that's art. I think I'm more like the kind of thing that I would want to make.
Okay.
Like I really respect the Back to the Future movies because that's exactly the kind of movie I would want to make.
Right.
I was gonna do a whole video about what I like about Terminator Genisys because I like a lot of stuff about Terminator Genisys. I don't think it's a good movie, but I think it has like some of the coolest ideas I've ever seen in a movie. I wish I could. I know people are gonna disagree.
That was
but I wish I.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But I wish I could have made Terminator Genisys because it's got some cool stuff in it. Go on.
Yeah, that's the latest Terminator movie, right? That came out in 2015.
Yeah, it's the second highest grossing Terminator movie of all time, but it still didn't make back what it cost to make.
Yeah, I actually saw it. Wasn't too keen on it, to be honest.
Ah, well, you see. Yeah, that's. I know that I'm gonna meet a wall with people about that, but I believe in what I say. Someone said to me that what they like about my content is that I'm not trying to like indoctrinate them. I'm just trying to explain how I feel.
Right.
And I think that's a good explanation of what I try and do. I won't manipulate. I won't under describe to try and sell something a certain way.
Right.
In my recent video, I almost didn't watch My the movie because I thought I don't have time. I just want to make it a bit, and maybe I'll just say, oh, who cares? But I realized that's the worst thing that a reviewer can ever do.
Right.
So I went out of my way to watch it. And one of my least favorite things a reviewer has ever done is I watched a Doug Walker video. It was a Disney December where he talked about the Herbie sequels.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about the 90s reboot of The Love Bug.
Okay.
And what he said was Bruce Campbell's in it. Isn't that crazy? Bruce Campbell's in a Herbie movie about a car that's alive. Other than that, there's nothing to say about the movie. And I was just thinking, fuck you, Doug. You didn't watch it. Fuck you, Doug. You didn't even You can say a lot of things about the 1997 Herbie movie. You can't say the only thing you can say about this movie is that Bruce Campbell's in it. Fuck you, Doug. Like, shit like that annoys me. You can tell, like, that sort of thing pisses me off.
Right.
What the hell was the question?
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, anyway, what's my favorite movie? I might go with Back to the Future.
Okay.
Two maybe.
I've seen bits and pieces of the Back from the Future movies. They seem pretty alright in my book.
Back from the Future, it's classic. Back from the Future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the third one's called. Back from the Future, Now We're in the Past, Part 3.
Oh, sorry. I messed up the name, son of a bitch. Fuck me. Back from the Future. I'm sorry. I'm so shit with movie names.
Alright.
Alright.
Let's move on.
Someone has a question for you here, actually. How do you balance making videos along with your personal life, jobs, friends, school, etc.?
By sleeping a lot. I'm joking. It is a grueling task. You have to do it in such a way where you don't rely on the video doing well. Like emotionally, you don't need the video to do well. I'm going about this at a weird way of answering the question. But make sure your happiness comes first, and that you're not making the video because the feedback will make you happy. but you need to just be prepared to make content and keep the drive to keep making content without necessarily it doing amazing. And that's step one when you're starting a channel, is to be able to do that. And what you need to make sure you can do is that you still get out and you still see people, because otherwise you will become very depressed very quickly. If you lose grasp of why you want to make videos, for instance, after spending like several weeks not doing anything else, you will come crashing down very hard, my friend. I go to the gym, and I talk to my friends and I cook. It's not a lot to do in my town, but I still try and get out. And
Right.
one thing I like to do is I like to include my friends in the review making process by do something, and I'll be like, oh, how about you shoot this bit for my video? Or I'll do viewing parties where I invite my friends over and we watch a movie. Get your friends involved with your YouTube channel. Try and nothing too crazy, nothing that makes them uncomfortable. Maybe ask them a question as a joke, or show them a clip, record their reaction. That's what I like to do. And just make sure you see people. You don't become too much of a shut-in.
Right.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Well, that answers your question, the Boob Tube. Wonderful name, by the way.
Oh, BoobTube, I know that guy. He did a review of a student film of mine.
Oh.
Oh, you're disappointed by that.
No, I'm not disappointed. I'm just saying, oh. Like, I wasn't sure if that was a person that came from you or a viewer of mine. Someone else has a question for you, Quinton. How is Caleb doing, and will John Miss return?
Ooh. Caleb is going to be coming back in a few weeks to shoot a bunch of videos, and he's going through some shit, some bullshit. And I don't know if he'll ever feel comfortable talking about that, because we've something about what we've been talking about changed. Let's just say that. And it'll be entirely up to him if he makes that public. And I'm just really excited to see him, because we both need that break. And will John Miss return? I will keep doing John Miss I still have John Miss stock footage that I intend to use at some point. I love John Miss. John Miss is what keeps me awake. I get up in the morning and I'm like, I get to use John Miss again. That's what gets me up, to make my fruit smoothie or whatever. I love John Miss. I will keep doing John Miss as long as me and Caleb are friends, and as long as he wants to keep doing John Miss.
Alrighty then.
But
oh, go ahead.
Caleb is not like. Don't be worried about Caleb. That's what I should say. He'll be fine. Caleb's doing good. All right.
All right, that answers your question, Parker Thompson. We've got about 4 more questions. What's your least favorite movie, Quinton?
My least favorite movie. Oh my god, this is hard. Every time I watch a movie, it's my least favorite movie. I mean, for the channel.
Oh, okay.
Obviously, in one of my videos, I said the more time I have to spend with a movie, I start to feel bad for it. I get like Stockholm syndrome, which is why this is hard to answer.
Okay.
I really hated watching. What was it called? What was the Suicide Squad knockoff? It was shit. What was it? Suicide Squad knockoff.
Suicide Squad was a shit movie.
Suicide Squad wasn't the worst movie I've ever seen, though. Like,
yeah.
I thought Sinister Squad, I really did not. I thought Sinister Squad was really pretentious, and I hate that in a movie. Sinister Squad thought it was so cool. And even Suicide Squad was cooler than Sinister Squad.
I have not seen Sinister Squad.
Like, where like the actors look uncomfortable, or maybe the actors are trying, but you can tell that they and like a movie where the actors are uncomfortable, or a movie where the actors are really trying, even like you can kind of respect that. But
right.
A movie that's like and the actors walk around with this attitude of like, "Ew, look at us, we're so great. Oh, we're kicking ass." And oh, I hate those movies so much. They infuriate me.
It's got a 2.1 on IMDb. Sinister Squad doesn't look too good.
Yeah,
Ay, ay, ay.
yeah. I have reviewed that one. Oh, Jesus Christ! I never want to think about that movie again. In the review, I said it was the worst movie I'd ever seen. And for a second, I doubted that just now, and then I really remembered all the movie, and I really hate it.
I see. Do you think if I gave Sinister Squad a watch, I'd want to off myself?
What'd you say?
If I watched Sinister Squad, would I want to off myself? Because it's that bad.
You'd want to turn off the movie.
Ah.
If you were, I'm reviewing something right now that'll be out around the 14th. That is a little late, but no one will think that it's late until I say in the video that it is late. And that is also one of the worst things to ever watch. I won't spoil what it is, but when that video comes out, December 14th-ish, 2017. Oh, that's what he was talking about. That is one of the worst things ever.
Yeah.
I'll give you that little tease. Okay.
Again, Suicide Squad has a 26% on Rotten Tomatoes. Not good either. Ah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really bad.
I'll admit, it is kind of funny how critics will give Marvel movies slight passes, and then, like, if DC and Marvel put out the same movie,
DC will get shit on.
Yeah, because like the movie critics are like, "Oh, it's a fun movie if it's Marvel."
Yeah.
And then if it's DC, they're really pissed at it.
Yeah.
But they are justified in most of the reviews that I've seen. But that doesn't mean Marvel should get a pass.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right. What's the next question?
What does your setup consist of?
You would not like it. I do not film it for a reason.
Oh.
I have a downstairs area I film that I share with other people, and I often have to move other people's stuff. They've used it as a storage room, to be honest.
Okay.
So I have to move other people's stuff enough for me to be able to get like the one corner of the room to film in.
Mm-hmm.
And then my desk is just in my bedroom, and I just have a mic set up to the side, no padding or anything, and it's just stacked with DVDs that I've been trying to rip off, and little notes I've written for myself, and maybe a empty coffee mug or two, and a B-movie book, and some packing tape, and a transformer, and that's it.
I see.
It's not the most professional thing, and I know my audio gets hurt from it, but it's a convenience game, and I just have to keep trying to make stuff.
Right.
And this is what I got right now. I
Yeah.
might like try and move to a bigger city in maybe the next year, and if I do that, I'll try and get a good setup. But this is what I got.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have the most professional setup either.
Yeah.
Just make do with what I've got. So what's your opinion on the commentary community? Since you've made videos, I guess, that someone in the commentary community would make.
I don't think the commentary community is real. I think it's a tag that no one who makes videos thinks they're in the commentary community. Who do think they're in the commentary community? I don't really care about. Like, I don't think those people make good content.
I see.
No offense, but I see you. But like, I've seen big YouTubers that are like, it's good to be in the commentary community, and I don't like those guys. It's not. I think people who say out loud the sentence, "I'm in the commentary community," right now, today, people who would say that, I do not watch their videos. There's a correlation there. But,
I see.
We'll just. And the reason if you say you're in the commentary community, I think the reason is that you're probably very much a fan of all these people.
Okay.
And I think if you were a big creator, like if you did this forever, if like in a year you had 100,000 subscribers, you would not say you're in the commentary community. You would understand what it's like You would understand the environment. You would know what I mean. It's hard to describe it. But what do I think of people who were put into the commentary community? What do I think of like people who I don't like? Okay, I'll say this. I don't like how the commentary community, as it's been called, won't call themselves anything. I don't like how they sort of protect each other no matter what. I don't like how criticism has been specifically in this group of people. Let me give an example. If Anita Sarkeesian does something stupid, everyone does a video about it. If The Amazing Atheist does something equally stupid, the same is not true. And the reason is that because he's like in the friend group,
Right.
he's sort of protected. And I've seen these people make really stupid. I'm not targeting him out. I'm just using him as an example because I personally dislike some of his videos.
Right.
But it's become very like feminism. Like it's kind of like people say that feminists, the reason that they're so controversial is that some of them find bright people who just want to change the world, and then some of them, are in it for the cash.
Mm-hmm.
And because they don't want to rock the boat, everyone just gets along. And the so-called commentary community is the same way. It really is. There's no big difference.
Right. Oh, thanks for the sub, Parker. Okay, we've got another question in the chat. What equipment do you use? Like what camera, etc.?
I don't have all this written down. Equipment. Well, I bought a light.
Thank you for the sub, Quinton, my man.
Oh, you're welcome. I got an LED video lighting, color temperature, and 160. I don't know what that means. I just have the box in front of me, which is why I brought that up first. I've been using that in a couple of videos.
Okay.
And in terms of a microphone, I just took the mic cover off. That sounded bad, I'm sure. I bought it off eBay, and I have no idea what it's called because all the letters are scratched off. I'm going to put the mic cover back on. There you go. The camera. I have the one I'm using right now, the one that I used in my latest video, is a T1i that I was gifted by a friend who has way better cameras than that.
Okay.
He lent it to me, and he will never ask for it back. And then I have a 60 frames per second camera that, for the life of me, can't remember what it's called. I think it's an Everco. I'm just gonna go to shopping on eBay, and I'm gonna search 60 frames per second camera. Give me a second.
All right.
Okay, I think I found it. It is if I have the right one, it's a Canon Vista, and it's an HD camera, and it's black, and it shoots at 60 frames per second, and it's about $100, which is less than it was when I bought it, which makes me mad. But it came with a case and stuff, so whatever.
Right.
And that's one of the things that I use. I'll post it in the chat.
Okay.
There. And that's, never mind, it's too many characters. Let me shorten the link.
Alright.
And this might get caught for spam, so this might be just a really annoying detour. I also have a VHS camera I've always wanted to use in a video. Oh, yeah, it said remove any web addresses and try again. Okay, so whatever. The point is that I have a Canon camera that's 60 frames per second and in 1080p. And if you Google it, you can probably find it. And that's what I use occasionally as well. If I, just depends on which one I don't know where it is. Which one I have my hands on. So that answers that question very awkwardly.
Okay. Well, that answers your question, Killer Fidelity. All right, last question, Quinton. Do you have any tips on how to grow on YouTube?
I thought you were going to say on how to grow a beard.
Oh,
How
that
to
too,
grow
that
on
too.
YouTube.
That'd be nice to
Okay,
know.
so there is a specific algorithm. You have to climb the mountain and work. You have to find the balance and let your fans adjust. Let me explain. First big video I made was about iDubbbz.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, most of my fans, including Caleb, expected me to only do like drama videos.
Right.
But I didn't care about drama. So what I would do is I would I do what I wanted, and I would also go out of my way to do things that my fans wanted exclusively.
Right.
And what I found was that I was able to as far as 6 months ago, I remember Caleb saying to me, "So you're just not going to do reviews anymore, right?" Or maybe not 6 months ago, but around I think December, Caleb said something like that to me after I'd had a second drama hit. And my response was that no, I'm going to keep. I have a plan to make people care about my content outside of the stuff that rides the trends. And you have to find that balance of content, the cycling between videos that make you money, and videos that your fans want, and videos that you want to make and make you happy. And eventually, if your stuff is good through and through, well, I wouldn't say good. My stuff isn't good. If your stuff is watchable through and through, you will find that audience. And I can't exactly explain why my videos hit recommended so much. I think it's because there's rewatch value. The algorithm loves that.
Yeah. They favor
But
watch time.
my main tip is just to make what you want to want, and also think about 10 years from now. Do you want people to be able to find this video? Think about that for real. I mean it. Like 10 years from now, wherever you end up in life, would it be a problem if someone found that video?
Okay.
You know,
Right.
you should think about that when you're making content.
Okay. And, well, I guess you could give us tips on how to grow a beard since you mentioned that.
Genetics.
Oh, well, I mean, what if you don't have these genetics? Are you boned if you don't have the genetics?
Buy a fake beard.
Oh, yeah, that's
Or
it.
wait until you're about 35.
That's a long wait.
Probably why people. That's why people apparently don't believe that I'm 20.
You're 20?
Sent me something.
My goodness. I thought you were a bit older, Quinton. Like maybe 25 or so.
Nope. I
Wow.
turned 21. 3 days.
In 3 days? Alright, I'll wish you a happy birthday by then. Um,
Damn genetics.
yeah. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm 15. I have like a bit of a stash and like chin beard, but that's it.
You're starting young.
Yep. I'd love to have a beard like yours, but I don't know if that'll happen because my dad, he has fuck all facial hair. Like barely any. But yeah.
My dad couldn't grow a beard this young, so
Oh.
also be wary of your mother's side of the family.
I mean, my grandpa does not have much facial hair on my mom's side, and neither does her brother. So
I don't know what to say, man.
I think I'm kind of boned there. I'm not gonna have a beard, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are a lot of myths about beards. People say if you pluck your beard hair, it'll grow faster. I don't know anything about that. I don't think that's true. I think that's something that people say to make themselves feel better. It's not. I don't have any tips about growing a beard. My only tip is if you start growing a beard, you still have to shave.
Yeah.
That's something I've had to remember, because like I actually try and go out of my way to shave my. Right now, I've got a little neck stubble, and that doesn't look good.
Right.
And I've got up a bit.
Yeah, because on your Discord profile picture, you've got like a full-on beard.
Let me look at it. I don't think I have neck. I don't think I have a neck beard in that photo. It would go down to like my collarbone.
Oh, okay.
I understand many. Have you seen my latest video?
The B movie one?
Yeah.
I have not yet. No.
I am shirtless in that one, and I'm sure you would have a follow-up question about that if you had seen the video.
Oh well, rip.
Yeah. Rest in peace. That question that you would have asked.
Fucking rip.
It was aborted. Didn't even exist yet.
Yeah. Fucking
If
rip.
you're curious, I am extremely hairy on my chest. And many people had questions about that.
Well, that's probably gonna be sexy seeing all your chest hair.
Yeah, someone left the glorious comment. I didn't even know you could have hairy shoulders. Which I was proud of. I'm proud of that one.
There's the link to his Discord, Killer Fidelity. And yeah, well, that wraps up the interview, Quinton.
Do any other questions? I'd be willing to answer anything.
Does anyone watching have a question for Quinton before we...
All four of you?
Yeah, all four of you. Before we piss off.
Come on. Hit me.
You know you want to. Come on now, please.
Oh, okay. Oh, I feel uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Not a real person. I'm just an idea. Oh, I'm Alex posted something. I've hanged out with him. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a pretty alright bloke.
Yeah, I've never been able to get into his videos, but he was a really cool guy.
Never spoken to him in private though. Just watch.
I met him at VidCon.
Oh.
VidCon was crazy. I'm really happy I did that, and Caleb is really upset that he missed it.
Oh, rip Caleb going to VidCon 2017.
Yeah, he might go 2018.
Oh, that's good. I've actually never been to any of those conventions.
But I had it. It's weird. I liked it. I would go again, but it's only because of the place where I am.
It seems like terrible because like when Logan Paul and people like that go, it's just a mob of people. It's like insane.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like the only reason it was worth going for me was that I got to have drinks with my favorite content creators, and we like exchanged information. That's how I know a lot of these guys, like Chris Reagan,
right?
And Commented Kit, and it's just a really fun thing, but only because I'm in that situation.
Right.
There are a lot of like 14-year-old fans of the commentary community who go. And they just like show up at like the commentary community parties. Mm-hmm. You can do that. Everyone knows that it's a little bit weird. To be honest, everyone knows that like it's a little bit strange. And there was a controversy this year about someone who followed. They like followed a bunch of commentary community people back to their hotel.
Yeah.
When I went drinking with a bunch of YouTubers, there was like this 14-year-old kid who was also there while we were drinking.
Right.
And we just all felt so awkward.
Yeah, just don't track down your favorite YouTubers to where they're drinking or their hotel, please.
Yeah, don't follow them back to their hotel, and if there's a party and your favorite commentary community people happen to be there, just go. You can go, I guess. It's a little bit strange, just don't be weird.
Yeah.
And a lot of people went just because like Armored Skeptic did like meetups in front of the place.
Mm-hmm.
Which people were going for a lot of them, which was sad because you had to have a ticket to the button, and you knew that people had paid like $80 to walk up to this button, meet Armored Skeptic, and then go back to their hotel. There's no point in going to the building. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a very weird experience, and I found a reason to go, but I don't know if I could ever recommend it to anyone.
I mean, I'd love to go, but like, I'm not in the right financial situation at the moment, and my mom is terrified of being on an airplane.
Yeah. Quentin Tarantino is trending. I wonder, did he say something? Did he molest someone?
Ah, yeah.
Oh no, he pitched a Star Wars movie. He pitched a Star Trek movie.
Okay, yeah, because everyone in Hollywood is a molester nowadays. Everyone.
Yeah, that's when you see a celebrity trending, you have to check. And nope, he's just making a Star Trek movie. Okay,
Well,
great.
that's good. He's
Don't
not
molest anyone, Quinn.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
he's not molesting any ladies. That's good. That's good. All right, well,
Ladies.
or
He's
men.
not molesting anyone. Yeah, maybe Kevin Spacey was one of the biggest controversies. He molested a guy.
Yeah.
Or a boy.
Yeah, a young lad, a 14-year-old, I think. Pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty fucked up. It would be good if it was a 20-year-old, but he would have gotten away with it if it was a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's so if you learn anything from this podcast, don't be a dick to your favorite YouTubers. Be happy and don't molest kids.
That's true. I'd say the most important out of the three is don't molest kids because you'll go to prison. Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely the most important one. There's no doubt there.
Yep. All right. Well, that concludes it.
Good. I'm glad no one will ever watch this.
Yes.
I'm messing with you, man.
All right. See you, everyone. Bye-bye.
All right.
Take care.
Everyone. Bye.